Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. One of your other favorites, the number 16 Vanderbilt Commodores playoff hopes are still alive after they pulled out a 45-38 overtime win over Auburn. Vandy weathered 442 yards of offense and 4 touchdown scores by Ashton Daniels. Diego Pavia was the hero, delivering 377 passing yards, 11.2 per attempt, running for a team high 112 yards, accounting for 4 touchdowns, including the game winner in overtime. Johnny, your guy, he did it.
Yeah.
Been talking to him the last couple of days too. We're pretty tapped in still. Oh, I told him, still there.
Yeah.
Take one bad loss, it's still there. Go grind it out. Let's sneak in the back side of this thing. 10 seed, 8 seed, 9 seed. You can go play. Just get into the playoff. You got to buckle down. They looked terrible last week. And for them to come out there and do that this week, 377, 75% of his passes, 3 touchdowns, no picks. He rushes it for 112. So we're at 490 yards of offense in a day.
Yep.
Bring your hat, your lunch pail, the bucket, the shovel, because you did it all. That's a day from a QB right there, and another one on the ground. 4.
And
needed every one of them too. One point. Needed every one of them.
You did. Auburn was up big. I think Auburn was up like 10-14 at one point in time. And then slowly, next thing you know, it probably shouldn't have got to overtime, but give Auburn credit. Because Pavia, they went for it on 4th down, Johnny and Ocho, trying to get it. He kind of stumbled, and that was enough to throw him off, and they got him, and he had to turn it over on downs. But when they got that ball in overtime, he knew what to do. He's like, you know what? I ain't giving y'all another chance. I'm finna put y'all to bed.
You saw it a little bit, like when they get that. The one thing about Vandy is when they get that from like front of the roster to the end of the roster, they're not the best team in college football. But when they start to play with a little bit of rhythm and like energy and excitement, like we've seen 4th quarter of the Texas game, something like towards the end of that game, they show little flashes and little sparks of being really, really solid all in all throughout.
Yeah, he had 2 receivers go over 100 yards. Richardson, 3 catches, 124 touchdowns. Stowers had 12 for 122. Sherrill had 4 for 75 on a touchdown. Look, he can throw it. Obviously, he got legs. I can see why you gravitate towards him, Johnny, because he probably reminds you a lot of yourself. And talking to him, that's what Ocho and I said. Yeah.
Oh, hey, but he was live, Johnny. But when we had him on the show, I'm talking about live, not what you expect. When you talk to a quarterback, especially in college. But he reminded me of you mixed with a little Baker Mayfield. I'm trying to think who else can we throw in. Who else can we throw in there that's very, very confident?
Bring a little Jim McMahon in that piece, you got it all. You got a little Broadway Joe, probably maybe a little bit.
Yeah, he's very confident. He has fun. I can see why his teammates like him. He was having a good time. He's like, hey, we get ready to go party. Hey, we got to win. We're going to party. We're going to have a good time. But then, hey, we'll put this come Sunday. We'll put this behind us, and we'll get ready for the next week. But he was sensational. He was sensational, and I agree with you. I think he's going to be one of those guys. I think he has a great chance to be at the Downtown Athletic Club, Johnny.
I agree as well. I think what he's done throughout the season, the wins they've had, the way he's played, the player that he is. If the award goes to, they'll probably have this year. You could have 3 to 5 finalists, depending on how the end of the season plays out.
Yeah.
If there's 5 finalists, Diego Pavia absolutely deserves to be in New York. I think if you're looking at one of the most outstanding players in football, we have a small collection right now of what you would say based on their performance throughout this year that brings them to New York. I would feel like, in my opinion, he gets one of those spots if it's 5. Even if it's 4.
The number 5 Georgia Bulldogs on the road took down the Mississippi State Bulldogs by the score of 41-21. Gunnar Stockton threw 3 touchdown passes as the number 5 Georgia beat Mississippi State. Georgia surrendered a touchdown on its opening drive of the game and then scored 38 straight points. It's complete mismatch on both sides of the football. Other Bulldogs scoreless on 6 consecutive possessions while scoring 5 straight touchdowns. The Bulldogs had 305 rushing yards, averaged 7.3 yards per carry, with Nate Frazier running for 181 yards and only 12 carries. 181 yards on 12 effing carries. That's embarrassing.
Hey. Long day at the office.
44 rush attempts, 303 yards. And Gunnar Stockton had 264 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. And he's had 3 straight passing touchdowns in 3 consecutive games. So Georgia is starting to.
I mean, if you're Mississippi State, all you can really say is, man, it be like that sometimes.
They better ring them cowbells louder, Johnny.
It'd be like that. Our shit won't ringing today.
Look, Georgia's defense, that's what they're known for.
You see them. They got their flashes where they're dangerous. Like they
can hit you with a big play over the top with a pass.
They're a turnover
Obviously, they can run it.
They want to be.
What'd you say, Johnny?
They're a turnover machine if they want to be. They have guys out there that can get some mismatches and make some plays and really disrupt the game for sure.
Yeah, they have those guys though, Johnny and Unc, but they're not consistent though.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah, they're not consistent.
It's not. But in flashes, you see it, and you're like, "Whoa, big play versus Florida." Like, okay, you see it, but no, they have not been consistent at all. But to be honest, as we know, it's late in the season. And your team is defined of what you are right now. Georgia knows what they are, where they're weak, this and that. There's things they can clean up to go on a run this back half of the season for sure.
Right.
Look, there's a possibility Georgia doesn't make the SEC championship, but they're going to the college football playoffs.
Agreed.
Hold on, Unc. You say they might not make. There's a chance they might not make.
Because if A&M wins out and Alabama wins out, they're going to play for the title.
That's right.
Because they don't have any losses in the SEC.
If Texas beats A&M, that's Georgia's best chance of getting in.
Yes, I agree. And so they theoretically could not, and that's the thing.
Doesn't Georgia have a big matchup with Texas next week?
Do they?
Isn't it Georgia Texas soon? I thought they play.
I don't think they got.
What's the rest of Georgia's schedule?
I think they still got
next
Georgia,
week.
Texas.
Next week versus Texas.
Oh yeah, Texas at Georgia
at home, 7:30 next Saturday. We'll see you after that one.
Who you got? Who you got, Johnny? Give what's the money line? What's the money line?
In that game Georgia. Right now, if I'm looking at teams, you definitely know I ain't putting my horns up, brother. I'm taking Georgia to smack them. Yes. Just go ahead and get Texas out of this playoff race that they think they're in. Because their game is their season. Their season is on the line next Saturday. And it is what it is. As an Aggie, whoop, gig 'em. Yeah. We're going to the playoff. Bags packed, hotels. What? Texas, your season ends on Saturday.
Your first game will be at home, Johnny. You ain't got to go far.
Farmers fight, brother. We are going to be there in full force, 100,000 strong. We got home field advantage for real. Texas season, it ends Saturday.
And then y'all gonna make sure you put a stake in them on the following Saturday.
That's okay. That will play itself out. Rivalry game, get real messy. Everybody's seen how that goes everywhere around the country forever. It'll be crazy. It's one of those games that it's rivalry week. You never know what could happen. But we're talking about Texas playing Georgia next Saturday in prime time. Texas has good pieces. We spoke about it last week. They are a good team. This will be a fight of some sort. However, in my opinion, Georgia wins. Texas season, it ends. What do you guys think? I mean, you watching?
Texas is gonna have to be on their best behavior. It's hard to go between the hedges. Ain't a whole lot of people that's won between the hedges. Now, Alabama went in there and kind of caught them off guard. They turned them over a couple of times. But, man, look here. That's a tough play.
If it was in Austin, I would say Texas has a really good chance to win that game.
Right.
Correct.
But it's not.
Yeah.
So you take them to Georgia. You go on the road in Athens. You walk off the bus. You feel that. You know what that is. This is a road game in the SEC. This ain't you just rolling out of your apartment on 6th Street and going to the facility and getting in your own home and going to play a game versus Vandy and you crush them. No. This is in hostile enemy territory. So with all that, all things considered, no, I like Georgia.
I think if Texas has any chance, it comes down to the quarterback play, huh?
He's got to
He
throw
gotta
for
play the
over
game of his life.
300, have
Hey,
2+
what
TDs, and no picks.
hey, what Arch Manning are we gonna get? What Arch Manning are we gonna get? And he has to put this team on his back offensively, and he has to will them to a win if they're gonna have a chance. You already know what Georgia's gonna do. They gonna be on. Yeah, you know what? They finna put pressure,
Get
and
pressure.
yeah, the receivers on the outside haven't stood out enough for me to make a difference in the game. Like, to me, ain't no Jamar Chase. There's no Justin Jefferson. There's no CeeDee Lamb. Like, I'm talking about that guy. I'm like
No, they don't.
that dude. I mean, it just nobody for them has popped out to me, that can just take a game over. Like, everything has been Arch Manning has to do this. Arch Manning has to do that. He has to play better. But obviously, what's surrounding him hasn't been up to par as well.
I agree with you.
And I never really want to say that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. He's gonna have to play. They're gonna have to keep him. They're gonna have to protect him now.
Killing, got to stay.
Because
Keep playing.
Georgia keep for front 7. They keep a front 7. So you're gonna have to protect him, and he's gonna have to play one of those games like we said last week. Man, this is the best we've seen Arch Manning look.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to come back out here again next week and say the exact same thing if they're gonna have a chance.
Only chance. They're not going to go out and rush the ball versus Georgia. They're going to end the night. We'll be sitting here next Saturday looking at the box score. It'll be between 50 and 75 yards of rushing.
Hey, it's gonna have to be better than that, Unc and
It won't
Johnny.
be.
Because
It won't
listen,
be. It will not be.
if Georgia is able to dominate and stop the run, it makes Texas one-dimensional. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a very, very long day.
They ain't ran the ball for nothing all year. Nothing. You can't run against UTEP. You definitely can't run against Georgia.
Yeah.